do I go back to living in the shadows and stay in the US and throw the degree that I've earned away? Or do I leave this country, the only place that I know that I call home, the only place where I have family and friends that I grew up with, and really the only place that I know like the back of my hand? My name's Antonio. I'm 23 right now, and I came to the US with my mom from Venezuela when I was 10 years old. We came in through way of Mexico, through Texas, and we flew from Texas to New York, and I've been living in Queens ever since. So DACA was introduced and I was approved during one of the checkpoints of my life, during a big turning point, right before I turned 18. And it was also right before it kind of really would have affected my life in a bigger way. Meaning that it was right before I was able to start working, it was right before I started college, and it was right before I became an adult. So getting DACA allowed me to live a normal life, a productive life as a college student, and now as a post-grad. This is the Queens Library. When I moved here in 5th grade, I didn't speak any English. So I think being a dreamer coming from a Chinese background or an Asian American background is very different. It's very specific to the population of dreamers that's going on out there. I think when I see like riots or protests going on, there's a lot of support going on into the Latino community, which I think is great. But I think to be a dreamer growing up, to be someone who didn't really have anyone to talk to about it, or see other people in my situation who looked like me, kind of discouraged me from being as open about it as maybe someone else might be.
We want a clean DACA bill. There should be no attachment to anything. It should be a clean bill for DACA. And, family reunification needs to continue, especially for Chinese-American community. I myself was a beneficiary of that. 55 years ago, I was able to come to this country because of family-based visa, family reunification. I'm fortunate that my DACA won't expire for another year. During this time, right, between now and that year, my life is put on hold. I'm not here to steal your job. I didn't come here to take anything away from you. Thoroughly, I didn't have a choice in coming here. This is the only place that I know. I can't just apply to be a citizen. Not having the ability to, and not having anywhere to go is putting me, you're putting dreamers against the wall on a sword with nowhere to go. And I don't want you to feel bad for me, but I want you to just understand this situation and think logically about, if you were brought here as a kid, maybe you really didn't have a choice. And if I don't have a criminal background, maybe I'm not doing any harm in the US.